So in the last video I made just a little while ago, as a matter of fact, I said that I wanted to kind of talk about contracts in traditional galleries. Well, I've been in, as I've said a million times, the big galleries, little galleries, the co-op galleries, the community galleries, the rent-a-space gallery. I've kind of, well, I haven't done rent-a-space, but I've kind of done a little bit of everything. And I'm finding a freedom right now in the most untraditional galleries. You know, like every artist, I want to be in a big gallery and I want a contract and I want that safety. But I also want to do what I want to do. Now, in the larger galleries, the Gauguins, the big, the super big, top, considered creme de la creme galleries, you kind of have that safety. You're also a little bit of a, you're a brand and a workhorse. You're just a product development guy, is my understanding. You know, we look at the larger artists today that are with a Gauguin, and as an example, and really that's all they are, is a mill, an art mill. And the money is great. You know, we see these people making millions of dollars. We also see them not really doing much outside of what they have been doing over and 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 over until people get burnt out and get tired of it and they want new. They want you to develop more. I see an Ai Weiwei, and he is so he is in an unusual position where he can say, no, I am not doing that. I am going in this direction. And the galleries say, but Ai Weiwei. And he says, no, I am Ai Weiwei. I am Ai Weiwei. And I am more creative than what you will allow. So I'm going to go be creative and you go over there. And I think we all want to be an Ai Weiwei. And I think we all, or most of the people I know, want to be in that gallery that sells and sells and sells. But we don't want to be stuck doing the same thing. I have a friend who, she paints one image. She paints one particular genre image, and she paints umpteen versions of this one particular thing over and over again. And one day I said to her, you know, Jesus, must be really great, because she has galleries on two coasts who, you know, they're selling her work like crazy. And she said, well, sometimes it's a curse, because she is just painting the same thing over and over again. Me, I would put a gun in my mouth, but, you know, she continues to do it. She's not happy, but she's doing it. Or she wasn't happy the last time we talked. So, I don't know, she may be happy with it again, who knows? I mean, I would kill to be flying all over the place and, you know, being valued I am valued, but, you know, anyway, let's forget that, because I am valued, and this is what I'm getting to, is I am selling work, and I am represented, but in the most untraditional way, and it is so deeply satisfying, because people believe in my work. I have an audience that loves my work, and I have people who are willing to represent me and push my work, who love my work. And I paint a lot of figures and I paint portraits, but I also paint other stuff. And the people that are around me now don't care what I paint. We will try and push you. We will try and sell you. We will do everything we have to build shows around you because we value you. And that's really what every artist wants. I mean, I would also like a little bit of fame thrown in there, and a little bit of fame, a little bit of name recognition, you know, on a large, kind of a large scale, because I am that egotistical and I, you know, believe in great things happening. But right now I have what I need. I have people who support me, and it's, you know, that's been going on for a couple of years with some people, you know, with some guys in the inner circle of Beck, in the Beck universe. And I'm fortunate, because I've also had the people who want to be part of the Beck universe, but they don't want to do the hard work. They don't want to do the promotion. They don't want to do, all the stuff that makes Beck be able to just produce, or make any artist just be able to produce, to provide safety and support. I've also had the contracts and big galleries, and I talked to a number of people. I have talked to a number of people, over the past few years, who say to, who ask, do you think it's important to have a contract? For me, I really hate contracts. I hate written contracts so much. They make my skin crawl, and it makes me suspicious of whomever I'm working with if we need a contract for you to behave well, behave decently. The guys I work with now, my support, my safety, everything's done on a handshake, on your word and your handshake, and that is where I prefer to live. That's the world I prefer to live in. I've had the contract, I've had the parties, and I've also been screwed. Because, the current that we live in, currently, people are allowed to screw over artists. There's very little law to protect us. There's very little on the books that we can take to court and say, I got effed over here. They violated my contract. Because the judge and lawyers in law in whole looks at artists like, you are kindergartners still, you're grown-up kindergartners who, they live adult lives, but they color, and it's silly, and I don't find it of value. So, no. So you can have the big gallery, you can have the Gauguin or whatever, and the contract can be violated, and you end up being no better than you were before the contract. Anyway, I'm going to try and hold the thought. So in untraditional manners, in selling work in untraditional manners, in the support and the safety with the people that I have, I work with Blue Egg Gallery down in Miami, and Blue Egg is owned by a man named Jay Louise. Jay Louise is known for his interior design and for going into homes and just doing a spectacular job of redesigning people's homes, redesigning their living spaces, their workspaces, whatever. And it sounds kind of silly saying I'm working with an interior designer. I'm also going to be working with an interior designer when I get back to Providence next year. Todd Lattimore. Thank you, I said his name correctly this time. Todd Lattimore. He owns a shop called Found. He's just about to open it. And he does interior design. And I'm telling you, in the untraditional gallery representative way, these guys take care of me, as does my friend Raphael Coelho, who just does pop-up shows here and there, and does graphic design over here. He's pulling my artwork into his world. He's been setting up shows. He's been doing whole events around my work. And I don't get that kind of loyalty or dedication from a traditional gallery. I haven't experienced it yet. I haven't experienced the buffer. I haven't had the experience of being able to call the gallery, get the owner on the phone and say, okay, we've got to do this, this, and this. I haven't had the experience of the gallerist saying, done, and it gets done. But I get, when I call my guys and I say, I need this, this, and this, they say, done, it's done. So which is more important to me? At this point, having the big name, having the big gallery, which would be awesome, or having the safety and support and the freedom to be able to produce what I produce, which is anything that comes into my little pea brain. For me right now, it's the safety and support. I'm not being told you cannot paint that, we don't sell that, our audience is this, blah, blah, blah. I'm being told, we love whatever you do, just do it. I think I prefer the handshake, the agreement by word, and the freedom and support to do what I love as an artist and develop the work that I think I should be making. And now I have to go make it because I've talked long enough today. And I can take Bugsy for a walk. Oh, poor Bugs. I've ignored him again. Anyway, gonna get to work now. Ciao.